Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show you what's it like to transfer a different network on US Mobile. So before I show you the teleporting experience, I wanted to talk about what is teleport. So on US Mobile, they are now considered a super carrier, meaning they offer cellular service on all three major US networks. The teleport function that they recently launched allows you to switch between the networks. So for example, if you have a bad experience using the Warp 5G network because the area you're in just doesn't have good Verizon coverage, then you can initiate a teleport to switch over to one of the other two networks. So I'm going to change my line over to that network. I'm currently on Lightspeed, which is the GSM, the one that uses the T-Mobile network. So I'm going to switch that over to Darkstar. And I had this line for quite a while. I had it actually parked at US Mobile, but it's time for me to change the plan and switch it over. So I'm doing it on the website, but I think you can also do it on US Mobile's mobile app as well. So let's give it a try. So I'm going to go switch network. And my line can't be transferred right now because I don't have a plan, so I need to change the plan first. And I'm actually going to select the shareable data plan for now, but you could go unlimited if you want to. For now, I'm just going to go the shareable data plan. All right, so I just upgraded my plan. So now let's go to line management. And right here, I'm going to switch the network. So I'm going to go from Lightspeed to Darkstar. Running a few checks, and then it kind of gives you this message right here kind of showing you some things you need to be aware of. So number one, this may cause a brief pause in your service. Make sure your device is connected to Wi-Fi. This can only be done once every 3 hours, 8 times to every cycle. So my first 2 requests will be free. All subsequent will be $2 each. So I'll be using my first free one. And now it's asking me which network do I want to teleport to. And for this time, I'm going to use Darkstar because that's their brand new network. So I'm going to click next. And I'm going to stay with eSIM. So now it's asking me for my IMEI, and I'm going to do that. Okay, once you type in your IMEI, you just click continue. And then it asks you the phone number being transferred. And then you confirm. And there we go. We're going to confirm the transfer. All right, seems like the transfer request submitted, so your network transfer is underway. And it says 90% of transfers takes less than 10 minutes to complete. Okay, so I'm gonna close it now, and we're just gonna wait a little bit. Well, actually waiting after more than 10 minutes, I actually got this message saying that there seems to be a slight hiccup with the request. No need to worry. In the meantime, you can keep using your line as usual. We'll let you know as soon as there is any update. So far, my transfer from the Lightspeed network to Darkstar has not been as smooth as I hope it would be. So we'll see what happens. Alrighty, so I wanted to give everyone an update. So what you saw earlier, that teleport was performed on August 14th around 3 p.m. So at 4 p.m. I got this network transfer update, and it seems like there was an issue. So they had to do some sort of manual intervention, and I waited a few more hours, and I ended up contacting them through support. And on their end, they said that the teleport was finished, but I never got any email confirmation. So then they just told me to hit the transfer to eSIM button, which you see right there. So I pressed on the transfer to eSIM button, and I was able to load the new eSIM with Darkstar to my phone. But after that, I still see this message when I log into my US Mobile account. And after a couple of days, it was still there. So I contacted another support person on US Mobile's Reddit page. And we basically troubleshooted for the rest of the week. This person was very helpful throughout the entire process, just asking me for information, some screenshots of what I see. And we were just communicating pretty much throughout the rest of the week from time to time, just trying to get this problem fixed. By August 21st, I finally got this message saying that, Darkstar, the transfer is completed. And then when I log into my account, that message disappeared and everything looks like as it's supposed to be. I was getting my usage metrics being counted. Before it wasn't, it's properly labeled as dark star, so everything was finally fixed. So I'm still testing out dark star, but I wanted to do at least one speed test while I continue my testing. And in my neighborhood, I was getting around 300 megabits per second for my download speeds, and that is pretty good for an AT&T MVNO, at least in my neighborhood. And I think for my upload speed, I was getting around like close to 8 megabits per second, kind of around the 7 megabits per second. So not bad. I'm kind of looking forward to what other speeds that I might get. So visual voicemail doesn't really work when you're on Darkstar. The only workaround is that you have live voicemail turned on in iOS. Hopefully this gets fixed. And also, what I read on the US Mobile subreddit page is that group MMS is not working. I haven't had the chance to test that. So that's my experience teleporting from Lightspeed to Darkstar. Obviously, there was some bumps in the road, but eventually I got it to work. But I want to know, what are your thoughts on the teleporting feature from US Mobile? Have you had experience with it? Any difficulties? Or was it a smooth ride for you? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to check out some of my other MVNO reviews, you can check out that playlist right here.